Hello and welcome to this sleep session, which is here for you to learn how to release tension, to soften your body and your mind, and to access an increasingly powerful feeling of calm that you can use both at night and during the day. Because what you learn by listening to these sessions is not just how to drift off into a peaceful sleep. By hearing these words, you can train your mind into new and better habits for living a calmer life. And the more often you listen, the greater your skills can become. Whatever you need them to be to make the difference you most want to see. As a result of listening to this session at night, while you work, you could start to realize that you're getting more done. Speaking more and more clearly, easily, confidently with others. Because you're learning how to recognize and let go of stress when it tries to interrupt your flow. Because, with fewer distractions coming from the inside, you could start to notice that all sorts of activities and pastimes, any of those things you love to do, can feel even better, as if you're capable and able, at those times, to stay present, focused on what you're doing rather than how well you're doing it. Because from now, as you're beginning to feel calmer, you could start to trust yourself just that little bit more. And this means that you could find that you're able to do all those little things you've always wished you could do. Noticing ways in which you're speaking differently, thinking differently, making new and better kinds of choices as a result of your growing skill to control your emotions, to interrupt uncomfortable or distracting thoughts or feelings with a simple image or mantra. Just a moment to breathe and settle. A pause that you can start now choosing to take once you just know how, that can help you to ground and center yourself in seconds before carrying on, so that it might not even be until after a productive, enjoyable, fun thing that you've been doing that you could look back and realize that you're changing. A new sense of who you are and what matters the most to you, starting to feel more and more powerful, all because you're learning and training yourself in the art of growing calm. So let's start with your breathing. I'd like you to notice how it feels to breathe increasingly calmly right now, encouraging that gentle rise and fall as your chest and stomach expand comfortably, naturally, not needing to force your breath, just letting your body breathe easily, slowly and deeply, in and out. And it could be that as you exhale, you can hear your own voice reminding your mind that it's okay to slow down. You could use your breath to tell yourself that it's okay to be calm right now. To help your unconscious mind really understand where you want to go, towards an even stronger sense of drifting and relaxing, so that you could begin to feel it as your breathing slows and as your mind settles. Your body is growing calm. And it can be fun to watch as your muscles respond, bit by bit, moment by moment, as if you can see it happening. I wonder if you can imagine all the little muscles in your scalp and forehead releasing. And you might be able to sense that old feeling of stress waiting there for you to release it. Like the shadow of a furrowed brow, left over from the day. And if so, then take a breath. And as you breathe out, just imagine those muscles relaxing and softening. See them letting go. All the muscles in your face, your cheeks, your jaw, relaxing, releasing. And just notice how much better it can feel to take control of this simple thing. And also how you can allow those muscles to stay relaxed for this time, this nighttime, this sleep is here for you, mind and body together, to rest. And that means that you can just ask that feeling of relaxation to flow down through your neck and your shoulders as well. You can create a release there too, by imagining that you can see the muscles relaxing, as if you're breathing right through any of the old tension, dissolving like sugar in warm water, leaving no visible trace, only the subtle sweetness of this feeling of growing calm. And as you notice that your shoulders can drop and soften, your head can rest heavily, allowing that feeling of relaxation to expand even more, growing bigger, deeper, stronger, flowing through the whole of your body. The muscles of your stomach releasing, your arms resting heavily, your hips, your legs, your feet becoming still, so that you can sink deeper and deeper into the bed or chair that's supporting you here, all of you, held And one of the most amazing, useful things about how your mind works is that it can learn the feelings that you feel in this deep, intentional way with just a little repetition. You can connect this feeling of calm to a cue, a word, an image, something simple that you can call to mind whenever you need to bring this feeling back into your day, where it can change the way you respond to the world for the better. And it can be fun to get creative about this, literally creating your very own idea of calm in whatever way would feel the most engaging or interesting to you. Because you're letting yourself own it, explore it, and get right to the heart of it. So I'd like you to just hold the word calm in your awareness for a moment. Almost as if you can speak it, breathe it, and taste it. Calm. Perhaps you can imagine the words spelled out in front of your eyes, as if it's writing itself into your mind for the whole of you to respond to. See it there like a message. That word, calm. Close enough to observe it easily, but not so close that you have to try hard or focus, because you don't. Just let it be whatever it needs to be. And if you could see calm written in your mind, I wonder how you'd choose to do that. If the letters would take on a certain color or shape, whether you'd imagine them written out by hand, or typed, or made out of something else entirely. Because I wouldn't want to try and guess how your creative mind would choose to paint this picture for you. How it might form the letters out of whatever would help its message feel the clearest. Because you might choose to see the word calm formed out of clouds in the sky, or daisies in the grass. It could be made out of something colorful, beautiful, anything you like. This belongs to you. And because of that, your mind can process this word as effortlessly as a computer does a simple command. So that when you notice it coming to mind throughout your day, you could find yourself smiling to realize how your muscles are relaxing. Automatically, as if they're getting the message before you're even aware of it yourself. Because they can. Wherever you call this word to mind, or just whenever you need it, with as little time as it takes to breathe a single grounding breath, you can relax. And you could be surprised by just how different the world can seem when you're learning this feeling. Keeping it. Using it. I can only wonder when it might be that you'd first notice the old challenges looking like They're smaller things now. Perhaps because your growing calm can help you to see people, places, tasks differently somehow. Or maybe just because you're choosing to take a new perspective on those things. By standing up, by breathing deeper, your muscles relaxing so that you can flow like water through this world. Choosing not to stop when there's an obstacle in your path, but instead passing effortlessly around and over it. Enjoying the process of finding your way. Because there is always a way to resolve things, to settle. During the night, very often, while you're sleeping, your growing experience of calm can gently allow your unconscious mind to reorganize your thoughts, your feelings, your reactions, so that those things are growing increasingly positive and comfortable for you to drift peacefully and just trust that you've got this. You already have everything that you need to grow, to change, to learn how to be better and better at creating calm for yourself. By simply seeing it in your mind and feeling it in your body, meaning that you can let go of whatever you no longer need and move forward as you want to. And so, as you're relaxing even more deeply here and now, as your consciousness can continue to drift off to the sides for the night, you can just let my words wash over you. And together, we can ask your creative mind to consider how this feeling of calm that you're learning could help you the most. Where you might choose to use it next, and how it can help you to be who you want to be, to see the world differently. During the day, how you could notice yourself noticing a new kind of softness around you. Whether you find that first in the faces of the people you're connecting with more and more easily. A smile, meetings of eyes, minds, or hearts, made possible by the unconscious skills you're learning here. Or maybe, before that even, you could catch sight of this change in a simple moment of beauty. Perhaps something you might not have stopped to notice before. Like a particularly blue sky, an especially beautiful song, an unexpected smile, a warming memory. You could find yourself noticing and enjoying the simple things, like the sound of rain or kindness, relishing something that makes you laugh, or that fascinates or inspires. So many opportunities every single day for you to observe how your mind is playing in a different way, thanks to the work that you're doing here, as you rest, as you sleep. Because when you're feeling calmer, as you move through your day, you could find it so much easier to just see what this world can provide you with, new opportunities, new chances for things to get better and better. And that just means that you really can start to trust in your own ability to live the life that would help you to feel happy, whole, grounded, and connected. So before we finish, and you let your mind drift to the deepest of levels, I wonder if you could just imagine a version of yourself who can carry that feeling of calm within, as if it lives in your body. Sometimes bigger, sometimes just waiting, but always there for you to feel. And for those you know and love to notice in the way you're acting just a little differently. At those times when you'd want to. Because this is something worth holding on to, something worth remembering. Wherever you go, whatever you're doing, it's there for you. A simple breath, a sigh, a thought, that word can lead you here in a matter of moments. Getting easier the more often you're bringing it to your day and your night, and you can. And because you're allowing your conscious mind to drift now, it could wander in any direction it chooses, based on that feeling of calm that you're owning. Your thoughts could drift into a world of color or of movement to see, ideas that float through, changing, morphing. Whenever you try to see them, they shift to something else. Because that's what happens when you're getting sleepy. And it can be fun just to observe the shapes and forms that can dance before your eyes, that little distance away, so that they're always easy to watch. Like being in an audience of a performance put on by your unconscious mind. Like watching, but not really watching, the TV while you drift. Or like a child safely seeing the world pass by out of the window of a car on a long, long journey. This feeling can carry your conscious mind to sleep, while your unconscious continues to make the changes that you most want to see in your life. As the world becomes a calmer place for you, as you're becoming a calmer person with these skills to rest deeply. To begin now trusting yourself to slip increasingly easily into sleep by letting go of the chatter, the thinking or overthinking that your mind may have tried to do before, and instead just enjoying the calm experience of resting here, now. A sense of acceptance for wherever you are in the process of falling asleep. Now, whether it's just starting for you, or if you're already partly asleep, because it's all okay. Your mind can rest. And so, now just turning your attention to whichever thought can help you to sleep most deeply. whether it's something positive for you to remember, or something with that soothing repetition to it that reminds your mind of how to wind down, slowly, comfortably, giving yourself over to the gentleness of a deep, restorative sleep. Now, it's time to let go. Breath by breath, easing into the heaviest of positions for a body that can feel light with release and ready to drift and dream and rest as comfortably as would help.